Hello everybody and welcome to JGod Gaming. Today's video is all about the MG81 and I'm going to be talking about the best class setup for it and then give you a little bit of commentary over some gameplay for the second half of the video. It won't be on shipment, it's going to be on London docks against some tryhards. So stick around for the second half so hopefully you'll be able to enjoy that. My personal favorite class setup for this weapon is the iron sights. If you don't have an issue with those, I didn't really have them because they're basically a bullseye. I went with extended mags, rapid fire, and grip. The reason I went with the extended mags is because that's going to bump up your magazine capacity to 90. So not quite that 97 or the 100 other LMGs have, but still very lethal. As far as the rapid fire, it allows that to be very competitive with all the other LMGs as well as a lot of the other weapons in the game as far as time to kill. So with the rapid fire on, you're going to be able to melt people pretty much standing in place, moving around. It don't matter. The rapid fire will help you, especially when they get a little bit closer. It allows you at least to have some kind of hip fire protection where you can actually shut them down. And then the last thing I used was grip, because the iron sights, even though they're a little bit obnoxious, they do line up perfectly. They line up perfect shots, so might as well use that over a reflex sight, something else to help out. You could use other attachments if you really wanted to, but at the end of the day, this is the best class setup I prefer for this weapon. If you are enjoying the video at all in any way, remember to hit that like button, and if you think you might enjoy some of my other content, make sure you subscribe with those post notifications on so you don't miss out on any future videos. So what we'll do is get into the second half of the gameplay, which is, like I said, the commentary. And I was playing Gridiron solo, and it ended up throwing me in a match that was basically over. Like, the team was getting slaughtered. It was all level like 30s and below. So I didn't really have much choice other than just to shut down the enemy team. It was a lose scenario where no matter what I did, there just wasn't enough time on the clock to come back. But you're going to see how I approached the scenario and ended up shutting down these team of 3 tryhards who later on they were teabagging me if they ever got a kill on me. So they were definitely tryhards and sweats, but they still got destroyed even though they won the match. So let's go ahead and get into that gameplay. So right here you can see that I'm just loading into a match and it's going to be already in progress. And I'm going to take a look at the actual lobby and you're going to see how one-sided this was. I basically ruined this group of 3 guys god lobby. So let's go ahead and pause that real quick. Can you see the levels right there? And tell me how this is balanced. There's no way this is fair. Of course there's a level 3 on the other side, but the 3 guys we're talking about are the second guy, the third guy, and the fourth guy. And those guys were ultra sweaty, using sniper rifles, trying to quick scope, hard scoping, and just trying to get you off your streak. I didn't know that when I joined this match, but I definitely figured that out in the later matches when I was hoping that they would leave and I'd end up with the god lobby. It didn't work out that way. So let's go ahead and see what we can do with 40 down. Obviously, spoiler alert, I don't come back to win, but I do actually just destroy with this weapon. It feels so much exactly like the Lewis. If you actually just swapped out the iron sights, I would tell you that this gun is almost identical to the Lewis. The only difference that I can really notice, like offhand, is just the magazine capacity. This one only goes up to 90. The Lewis goes up to 97. For me, that's really all the difference was, because the time to kills feels very consistent. The recoil, the overall accuracy, the rate of fire, all those factors, you can see it just absolutely melts. So I'm just trying to block off the ball into the objective anymore because I don't want to join a match and it end in like 2 seconds. So I'm basically going for my streaks, playing for myself. My teammates don't know what they're doing. So even if I do get streaks, they're not going to even score the objective. And it became really apparent later on in other matches I played. It's still, we were getting slaughtered only because they just ended up spawn trapping. Our teams couldn't get out. And even though I was still able to go on longer streaks, it didn't really matter because my team just would not help out. And this stayed the same lobby back to back to back. So obviously these new players aren't just new accounts, they're actually new players to the game. So a little bad experience. I don't know why they're in Gridiron. It's a little low leveling as far as getting score per minute compared to a lot of the other modes. Domination, team deathmatch are a lot faster. So right here you can see the guy sniping with that PTRS, and I'm just kind of like pre-aiming, pre-firing, waiting for people to come through. I'm peeking, looking where my teammate are. I do want to push up. I cover the flank, and this allows our team to actually get back in the spawn, but it's not enough. You can see he was all solo. I couldn't actually run and gun with this weapon. You don't run and gun with an LMG, but I am kind of holding this position to try and get map control, but my teammates just keep getting pushed in. We all pushed to the left, and then as soon as they died, no one pushed again. Everyone's still behind me back in spawn, offering 0 resistance. So what I'm doing is I'm just playing smart, kind of rotating. This guy, I see him kind of coming back in our spawn. My teammate kills him, and then I know they're coming with the ball, so I decide, let me get up right here. I just pre-firing, and hopefully I'll land some shots, and I do get kills. and I do get some assists, and then I'm starting to go build that streak even further. Even with teammates all around, these dudes are still throwing the ball in, which just makes no sense to me. So when you get in these situations, don't just leave right away, because the other team might not even be expecting for you to actually just ruin their gameplay. I don't know if any of them were on B2 rocket streaks or long streaks, but they're not calling them in. So whatever happened, I was able to come in and end it. And then now I got my paratroopers. Hopefully we're able to push them back, but they're still scoring. It just makes no sense to me. And I said, okay, well, let me post up back here, play for a ball turret, and maybe they can actually run the ball a little bit. But 40 down coming into a match, probably not the best situation you're going to load into. I don't even know why the matchmaking system would allow me to even load into this match when there's virtually no chance of winning. I don't think you could do it unless you were in like a team of 3 or 4 where everyone was streaking, and as soon as you spawned in, then you turn the tide. They went from scoring to not scoring at all, and then you totally flip it and someone's running the ball the entire time. So right here, I'm just kind of rotating, letting my bombing run go. I don't want them to flank me because I'm so close to that streak. I want to make sure I can get that ball turret. Hopefully I can do it in enough time. There's only 42 seconds left. So like I said, the second half of the commentary, not very long, but I am going on my streak and getting the streaks going. Obviously, since I'm a solo player, I definitely got to play for myself at this point. I just got to make sure I get the streaks, do the best I can. The bombing runs are still coming in. I'm still chasing that one extra kill to get that ball turret gunner. And then you can see, literally the entire time I've been playing, my teammates are in the spawn. So they're immediately getting killed, coming back to spawn. Immediately getting killed, getting back to spawn. And I can't really push out just because there's no angle to trust. And then right here, as soon as I got the ball turret gunner, I'm thinking maybe I can actually help. Maybe we got a chance to actually push the ball in. And I'm killing them as much as I can, the angle I have. And I get that brutal medal. So I started the game, getting slaughtered, 40-0. Now it's 7-9. So we still were losing, but we probably would have started changing the tide. But look, another person joined. Such a low level. It makes no sense. Not fair at all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the commentary though. Hopefully you enjoyed the class setup. It is a beast. It is pretty much as good as the Lewis, except for that magazine capacity thing. But you could probably get over that part. If you did enjoy the video in any way, remember to hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn those notifications on. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.